between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. We've got ourselves a fight in this one to get back above 500. Week 3 is underway. Returning it from the 4. This makes it up to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. Pretty good start here for him. 6 yards on that opening play. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Rattler now off the play action. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Handoff running left. It's Achane. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. He will go. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a 6-0 lead right away. Devon Achane with the touchdown.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
Setting up to try the point after. No problems on the extra point there. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Ravens nothing.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 1. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha, sit on! Sit on! Sit on! Sit on!
Jackson looking to throw right away. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
He finds the rookie from Virginia Tech. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play action. Here's Jackson. Wow, wide open here. Complete. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. Jackson's going to throw again. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now it's 2nd down.
It's second down.
Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
He takes this down to the 24-yard line. Dallas Turner there to bring him down.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Get on! 180! Report! Report! Right on!
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Chased out to his right. He's going for it himself. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. They'll set up here for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10.
6. Let's go now. 10 seconds. Yellow.
They'll start the drive with Achane. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Set, hut. Red, 60 red. 60 red. Trouble, 38. Hut.
They'll stick with Achane. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Rick Martin making that play.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
White. Hey,
Running back sent in motion.
red, yellow, blue stripe. Hut.
From the gun on 3rd down. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. That's a pickup of 9. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
Ready?
Achane to the right. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
50, green. Go pink, black shot. Black open. Set.
Shotgun snap to Rattler. Continuing to move past the 45. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
Go up there. Ready.
Playing with Achane here out of the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ready.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to the bank in just a moment.
Ready.
Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. From the gun, Rattler has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ready.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Ready. Black. 95. Set. Cut.
He's got Smith again. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we set.
Achane running right. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets take a second quarter lead. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Now they'll try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now here's Lamar. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets side.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Well, right side hauled in by Collins. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. Right? Look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield and the big play follows.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Mitchell gets it from the gun. And he's able to get this down to the 36. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. So they'll decline this and take the results. Now Jackson off the play action. That one's complete right side. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
There's no question, Kate, with big plays down the seam or big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches, they really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
And he is not going to be able to reach that marker. Got it close, but it sets up fourth and less than a yard now. They're going to try to throw for it. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Now Rattler on the play fake. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. Here's Rattler, 1st and 10. Lobs this deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 10. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets grow their lead just before halftime. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets double their lead to 14.
Ravens 7.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Lamar. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jets get the football on the first turnover of the contest. 2nd down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Check view. Ready.
H.N., a first down carry. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Okay, ready?
And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13.
Let's go.
Zone read, they hand it to H.N. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him 4 yards on the carry. Gets him some yards back, but still 3rd and 9 upcoming. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out.
Let's go now. 33, 6, mega. Ready.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Finds his back. Achan. Room to the right. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
It's a gain of
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Hey, good steal.
First down.
Achan has the New York touchdown. The Jets boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Devon Achan with a touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. That one right down the middle. And the Jets stretch their lead to 21.
Ravens 7.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Jets bringing pressure, and they got it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
14 at the 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Fits it through the middle. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line.
That's good.
Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Oh, should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But 2 in a row now have slipped away. Almost had back-to-back interceptions. A chance for him now to clean things up here on second down. Jackson looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Jackson now on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Lamar throwing again. Forced out to his right. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. But it slips through. Second down coming up.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away. And with those 3 points, you just dig yourself out of a little bit of a hole. You know, coming out of halftime, you've got to firmly be in comeback mode.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. He fields it from the 8. He's out of bounds on that return, Brock, because that takes us into the break. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Lamar. Short pass brought in. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Looking quickly here. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Back at the 43-yard line.
13.
Working now from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And they're going to keep moving forward, brought down inside the opposing 30. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's another.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Lamar now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
You spend the entire week working on your red zone offense, and when you get your opportunity, the last thing you want to do is go backwards. Takes you out of rhythm, and your kicker on that sidelines, he's not too happy either.
He rolls to his right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
Okay, it has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
4th down, here's Jackson. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Jackson's throwing for it. And he's going to get in there for 2. The lead shrinks to 10.
You know, we tend to say this all the time, and I'll say it yet again, Kate. Big targets in the red zone are an enormous advantage. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Has this at the 6. He goes out of bounds on the return. New York to the line. 1st and 10.
Black shot. Hey, green. 60 red. 60 red. Watch out now. 60 serious. Say.
Here's A-Chain up the middle. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 33-yard line.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Ready.
A-Chain again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready.
It's Achane on the inside again. For calling some modest game here, Brock. About 3 yards. Second down coming up.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Ready.
Second down carry for Achane. And he gets it forward and still got a yard out of that. One a Sanker in from the secondary, making that stop. The Ravens bringing out an extra defensive back on this third down play.
Come on, back. Blue striker, 33, yellow. Zoom.
They kick the running back in motion.
Blue, go. You, yellow. Hut.
From the gun on third down. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And he's tackled for no gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Don't worry.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up first and 10. This one left for Lamar. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
Let's go. Check go.
Here's the backup. First throw. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first. Oh, and they fake it. Headed out right. And no success on the fake punt. That's way too tough to connect on the throw. That's a turnover on downs. First down from the 42.
Check now.
A run now with Achane. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
Here we go, set.
Second and 10.
10 black.
At the Ravens' 42-yard line.
Set.
And the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. The Jets have multiple scores here and on their way to closing this one out. Third down here, need 8 on the play.
Down.
To the air on third and long. Into the hands of Pitts. We'll have the first down and even more. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets have likely locked up the win right there. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Trying for it on the ground. And he made a lot of of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that two-point attempt.
Ravens 18.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up, 1st and 10. Now Jackson off the play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Jackson to throw it. Dump off, caught by his back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense in a hurry up here.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, yeah, interceptions follow.